What's up, guys? I'm Jesse. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play some flute today. We're going to learn a couple of notes and then learn a song with those notes. But before that, we're going to just go over the basics of the flute, how to get a nice sound, and how to put it all together. So let's get started. So here we first have the head joint. And what we want to do with this is we want to practice our embouchure. So what we want to do is we want to put just the base of our lower lip right here along the edge of the hole, and we want to have a really small hole to blow out of. So let's give it a try, and we're going to cover this hole and see what kind of sound comes out. Yeah, so that was a low pitch. Alright, now if we just firm up a little bit and make that hole even smaller, we should get a higher pitch as well. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so then you should get a couple of different pitches just using the head joint. But you want to have a really small hole, really small opening in your lips, and you want to make sure that the base of your lower lip is right along the edge there, so you get the right orientation of the air into the head joint. Alright, so now that we got some good sounds out of the instrument, let's put our whole flute together. So I like to start off with the end piece, which is the smallest piece, and then the main body of the instrument. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the small piece on the end like so, and you're going to match up the buttons right here to this rod right here. So then what we're going to have is our flute like so. And then we're going to put our head joint on here. And we want to make sure that everything's lined up. So we want to make sure that the whole of the head joint is lined up with all of the keys here, and also that it lines up with the rod here. Alright, awesome. So using all that good embouchure that we just learned, just make sure that everything's super relaxed. Then you have a small hole, and you're just going to blow some air right into the hole. And we're first going to learn B flat. So how to play B flat is we want our thumb pressed here, and then our first finger on the left hand, and our first finger here on the right hand, and our pinky. Oh, before that, let's learn how we put our fingers on the instrument, okay? So our thumb goes back here on this key, and then we skip this first hole right here, and we go 1, 2, 3, and we skip that second one there, so we have that, and then we skip these two right here and go 1, 2, 3 here, and then our pinky lays on top of these keys over here. So now what you want to do is you want to keep your fingers curved, and you want to push with your left finger's index finger, you want to push against your lips, and then with your right thumb you're going to hold up the other end of the instrument. So it's going to look something like this. So you want to push here with the left hand, you want to push against your lips so it's secure, and then hold it level with your right hand. Alright, so let's learn that B flat again. So we want thumb, and then 1 on the left hand, and then 1 and then pinky on the right hand. Alright, so it should sound something like this. Alright, awesome. Alright, so now that was B flat. So now let's learn C, which is the next note up in the C scale. So to play C, we're going to keep our first finger and our right pinky on the instrument. We're going to lift up our thumb and our right index finger. So, and it should sound something like this. Yeah, awesome. Alright, and then the next note we're going to learn is D, which is the next note in the B flat scale. So for D, it's going to be the total opposite of C. So in C, you had your first finger and your pinky down. Now you're going to lift those up and put everything else down. So you're going to put your thumb, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 for D. So it should sound like this. Alright, so B flat, C, D. I'm going to play all those notes now. So B flat, we have thumb 1 and then 1, 4. So it should be like this. And then C, we're going to lift our thumb up and our first finger. So we have first finger here and then our fourth finger. And then on D, we're going to put everything else down and lift up our first finger and our pinky. Alright, awesome. So now using those 3 notes, we can play a song. You probably already know Hot Cross Buns, but it's a pretty simple song and one we can play with those 3 notes. So it's going to start on D, and then it's going to go down to C and then to B flat. So and then repeat that. And then now you go back up. And now you repeat the first phrase. Alright, so that's the Hot Cross Buns using those 3 notes. So that's some basics on playing the flute, and happy learning.